That's the way to open the video. Michael crafting on camera. What is going on today, guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of the Car Mechanics Simulator 2018 RX-7 build. I did not hear it. But today we are doing some work under the hood, and by that I mean what was under the hood at one point. Now there was a rotary engine in here, and what we've got is we finally got a pole. As you guys saw at the end of the episode, last episode I was completely clueless on what was going on. So today, I've basically built a whole new block. I'm going to be replacing everything on this car and repairing parts and stuff. But we're going to go ahead and gut this engine to absolute crap. So, this engine, as you can clearly tell, is not in the greatest of shape. I bought brand new, mostly everything for this car. So, hopefully I can get everything sorted away though. This thing's ready to rock. Don't you call me, kid. Alright, so what's next?
Too late for the movie.
Too late for these nuts.
I'm saying it's too late for that, so I don't know. What do you want to do? Longhorns? What?
What? You're gonna go to Longhorns?
What are you talking about?
Alright, so we're down timing chain, sprocket, crank, okay, which I can't get out, crankshaft counterweight, ignition wiring. I'm gonna go ahead and remove all the spark plugs. I'm glad I bought a lot of spark plugs, actually. I'm going to take the ignition coil out. No, I still cannot get. Go ahead and take the. God, everything is like getting in trouble. Okay, go ahead and get the throttle body off of this engine. Intake manifold. Okay, now we can finally get the fuel grill slid out, which is going to be able to allow us to get to the manifold. Go ahead and take the fuel filter, which is just floating in midair. Go ahead and take this manifold off. Okay, so now we can finally get the water pump off, and that should allow us to nearly get to our rotor housings. Front side housing, so we got one rotor. The second rotor housing, we're just going to go ahead and take off all the, okay, I can't do that apparently. Okay, so I can't take the intermediate housing off, and I can't take the second rotor housing off apparently. Okay, rear side, rear, okay. Apparently this is wanting to be difficult. So we can go ahead and take the second rotor out, take the rotor housing off, go ahead and take the cam out, or crankshaft out, excuse me, and the intermediate housing. So this engine is done. So we've completely disassembled the rotary engine. Now we're going to go to the repair bench and see what we can do. Alright, so, excuse the voice crack.
God.
Okay, so, we've now got the engine done. We're going to go ahead and switch to part mount mode. Intermediate housing, we got a brand new one. We're going to put in, I literally replaced a lot of this and didn't expect to be able to repair a lot of this engine. So I'm actually really happy with that, how that came out. So we got one rotor. I bought a ton of rotors because I thought for sure I could have done like a quad rotor build or something like that. Okay, so we do have one broken part, and that is the rotor, the second rotor housing. I need to be able to put. Okay, so I can't put that in. Okay, so I got a brand new front side housing. Alternator is brand new. Looking good. Okay, so now we got to do a water pump reinstall. So I have a bunch of spare parts now, because like I said, I did not expect this engine to be completely repaired. Look with me, there was a part there, that was good. Okay, so I need an idler roller as well. Spark plug. I've got quite a few of those lying around. So I do need to install the timing chain on this. Go ahead and put you on. Toggle the timing cover.
Oh. No, I think Olive Garden's a good change. That sounds good.
Arm B.
Because he come out.
Shot. Arm A.
I'll drive.
Bro.
So you don't have to at night. Because you come out.
Okay.
Jordan.
What?
Guess what?
Gonna go to Olive Garden without me, you turd. Rotor housing. Lucky.
So I put a lightweight flywheel on this V6.
Bruh.
And something else.
Bruh.
For some reason they don't let you put turbos on it, but it is a front wheel drive car, so.
Bruh. How do you put turbos on the engines that don't have engine upgrades?
Huh?
How do you put engine upgrades on, or turbochargers on engines that don't have that option?
Right now in that game you can't upgrade parts yet. Which is weird.
So I just bought a part specifically for nothing?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
But if you really wanted to, you can go into the game editor and you can add a spot for a turbo, I think.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can add the turbo, but it gives you the entire engine. So, like, if you take the engine out, this is how I did it. If you take the engine out, and then you go into the game editor, you find that car, and then you just put the, like, probably it'll say ROT, R-O-T, or ROT, and if it's an option, turbo.
So yeah, a crankshaft.
Or you can just put like a 4-cylinder turbo or something in it.
Yeah, I'd do LS swap if I had to put another motor in this thing.
Well, yeah, you can put the V8 supercharged in it.
Gosh, I got that on
Shrink
my
the
other
size
car.
down.
I got that with my other cars. I need a V8 crankshaft pulley. For whatever reason, this thing uses a V8 crankshaft.
Do you
pulley.
think Vincent's V8 would fit in the Taurus?
Oh gosh, it'd be a tight fit, but I'm gonna bet it could. You made it fit in that car.
I don't know. The 3.5 is gigantic.
Okay, so I need
At least
arm
it looks
B
that
still.
way, with it being in that small engine bay. But I told him he wants to get like the 409 or something like that, some kind of bigger
Well,
engine. And I told him I'll take the 5.0 off your hands and I'll put it in the Jeep.
That'd be kind of dope actually to see.
It really would, but it'd have to be carbureted.
Nothing wrong with that.
Unless, well, I mean, yeah, but carburation though.
Okay, so I need a rotor housing still. I need arm B.
I'd rather
and
have
rotor
fuel
housing.
injection with like a supercharger on it or something. I think that'd be insane.
You can build carbureted motors that have superchargers, you know.
I know, but that's gay. You have to. No, I'm not doing that.
Bro, so weird.
I'd rather buy a Coyote 5.0 and supercharge it than
You know how expensive those
supercharge
are?
a carbureted 5.0, huh?
You know how expensive those things are?
More than the Jeep's worth.
Yeah, more than are both the Jeep and my truck combined.
And the Taurus.
Yeah,
Oh
They're
shoot, we'll just
expensive.
toss in my mom's car too. And probably your dad's Mustang.
yeah.
Toss
So,
all of them in there.
when we got that recall notice earlier, a lot of you viewers don't know this. My mom's van just got recalled, actually today. And we didn't know what the heck was going on. And the first thing is, since we bought my dad's car at a Dodge dealership, we thought it was the Mustang that got recalled. We were like, yeah, it has to be. I mean, it was a letter from Fiat Chrysler. And I knew it was a van. I mean, I was just like, that's a van problem right there. And sure enough, it was. So in case you're curious what my mom's car got recalled for, it was like a wire in the steering wheel which could get like messed up, like rubbed against something, and it would cause the airbag to just go off at random times. I mean, you going down the road and just lose your freaking, like your airbag blows up in your face. You're just like, well, that sucked. And you probably injure yourself, and most of the times, insurance companies, when an airbag deploys, the car is automatically towed. So.
Which is interesting, because they're gonna recall it and then fix the problem, which could possibly be the airbag itself, and then, you know,
Yeah.
clear out all that money. Oh well.
Oddly, this RX-7 uses a V6 power steering pump.
Hi, kid. Ooh, kid.
Brand new power steering pump on the motor.
Get
What am I missing still? I think I'm missing something. Oh, I'm missing my other rotor.
Abuelo verga.
I bought 4 rotors because I expected
verga,
to turn this into a quad rotor engine. But obviously
Abuelo
didn't.
verga.
I've got a bunch of spare parts I don't need right now.
Jordan, do you know what I'm saying?
No, not really.
Abuelo verga.
I got to censor this in my editing.
Sí, cabrón.
Gosh,
High stall torque converter, is that good?
I guess.
Versus a
Wheelwell.
locking torque converter? I'll just leave it.
I've got so much parts I don't need. Oil filter.
Just keep the 4-speed.
Brand new oil filter. Alright. Now this is really coming together. If you guys saw the beginning of this video, this thing was trashed. Now it's looking much better. I cannot wait to get this put back in the car. So now all I'm in need of is a brand new flywheel, and I wish they would do performance parts, a performance DLC like they did in 2015. I never played that, but I watched a lot of Black Panther's videos that he did on that. Which he just did a couple videos on 2018 as well, so that's pretty cool. I'll send you those, Michael. You might like those. He's actually really funny.
No.
Bro. Okay, so you need a flywheel, and where the heck can I find a flywheel? I'm like in the F section and there's nothing coming up. This is so messed up. Where in the world can I get a flywheel at? Would that be a gearbox? I would assume it's
Jordan!
Bruh.
You know you can search parts, right?
Oh, too late. Okay, so we need.
An actual
I'm gonna buy.
search bar in the top right.
Is it really? Is it sure it's not broken?
Yes. Positive. I've used it.
Congratulations. Okay, drive shafts. Do I have drive shafts yet?
No! Bro.
Okay, I'm gonna buy drive shafts. I need rear drive
No!
axle. I'm bringing that back.
I guess.
Bro. Alright, so now we've got the majority of the parts we'll need to finish the engine and go ahead and get a lot of it. Oh, that's the settings menu. That's not what I meant to do at all.
Huh?
Assembly mode. We're gonna go ahead and mount the flywheel. Okay, go ahead and put that
Adamson.
Yeah. Pressure plate for the clutch. Okay. I need a fuel filter still as well.
Bollocks. Off-roading in a Crown Vic.
Alright.
Doesn't work.
The engine is now completely assembled, I think. Oh, besides the other serpentine belt. Ta-da! Oh, and the other idler roller. Which I need to buy another one!
I like how it...
This is going to be one really long episode, isn't it? Okay, idler roller. I need one. I need you. One idler roller.
I need you, I need you, I need you right now. I need you right now. So don't let me down.
You're making me cringe, Michael.
Huh?
You're making me cringe. Oh well.
It's alright, no one's watching this far in the video anyhow, so.
Bruh. Car mechanic simulator videos usually are pretty long. Like all the YouTubers I've watched, their videos are like this long. Okay, so anything else I need on the motor? Okay, so I do need to replace that fuel filter. And wapow. Alright, so now the rotary engine is completely reassembled and is ready to go back in the car. So I think that'll do for this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go subscribe to Kindle Stone. Link will be in the description or at the end of the outro. And I will see you guys next time.